Triple H spotted hugging controversial WWE Hall of Famer at huge event. Triple H is WWE's chief creative officer and the one directing every storyline. The legend was spotted hugging and shaking hands with a Hall of Famer at a big event. Donald Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer as well as the President-elect of the United States, having won the election earlier this month. However, there has been a lot of controversy surrounding him, with multiple allegations against him over the years. Now, about to be the president one more time, the Hall of Famer greeted the game when he came out to meet him. The two had an interesting interaction that fans quickly spotted. The photos have gone viral over social media after Triple H and Donald Trump met at the UFC 309 event. Triple H hugged the WWE Hall of Famer and shook his hand. When he had walked up to the area, Donald Trump had been dancing. The two shook hands and hugged to finish off their interaction. The moment has been photographed, and there's a lot of discourse about it on social media as well. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have both been synonymous with WWE over the years. However, Stephanie has been a rare sight in WWE these days, having resigned from her position as co-CEO earlier. She still makes special appearances now and then, and they are always special for fans, including her announcement of a new WWE era starting at WrestleMania 40, naming it the Paul Levesque era. This time, she was at UFC 309 with her husband to watch the Jon Jones return fight against Stipe Miocic. Jones was victorious in what was a big match for everyone present at the show. Given TKO has both WWE and UFC under it, it remains to be seen if any of the MMA fighters end up at a WWE event in the future. In the world of professional wrestling, surprises and controversies are as much a part of the show as the matches themselves. Recently, at a high-profile WWE event, a moment unfolded that sent shockwaves through the wrestling community. Triple H, the WWE executive and legendary in-ring competitor, was seen embracing a controversial WWE Hall of Famer, sparking an array of reactions ranging from nostalgia to intrigue. This unexpected reunion raised eyebrows and reignited debates about the Hall of Famer's legacy, the politics of the wrestling industry, and what the gesture might mean for WWE's future. The setting for this emotional encounter was none other than WWE's annual Survivor Series, held in front of a sold-out crowd at Chicago's Allstate Arena. The event, one of the company's Big Four pay-per-views, is known for its high-stakes matches and shocking moments. But few could have predicted that a backstage interaction would steal headlines. As fans gathered for the post-show press conference, several reporters caught wind of a heartwarming yet controversial scene in the arena's backstage area. Triple H, dressed sharply in a suit befitting his role as WWE's chief content officer, was spotted in a heartfelt embrace with the figure from WWE's past, a Hall of Famer known as much for their achievements in the ring as their polarizing personality outside it. To say Hulk Hogan's legacy is complicated would be an understatement. Once the face of professional wrestling and a global pop culture icon, Hogan helped transform WWE into a mainstream phenomenon during the 1980s and early 1990s. His charisma, iconic Hulkamania persona, and legendary matches against the likes of Andre the Giant and Randy Savage made him an enduring figure in sports entertainment history. However, Hogan's career has not been without controversy. From the steroid scandals of the early 90s to the infamous leaked tapes in 2015, which included racist comments that led to his temporary removal from WWE's Hall of Fame, Hogan's reputation has endured significant blows. Though WWE reinstated him in 2018, his public appearances have been sparse, with fans and wrestlers alike divided on his redemption. Given this complex history, the sight of Triple H, one of WWE's most influential figures, embracing Hogan was bound to spark intense discussion. According to witnesses, the moment appeared genuine and spontaneous. Hogan, now 71, was at the event to promote an upcoming WWE Network documentary chronicling his career. The project, reportedly spearheaded by Triple H, aims to present a balanced look at Hogan's life, including his rise to superstardom, his controversies, and his ongoing journey to mend relationships within the wrestling community. As the two legends crossed paths backstage, They exchanged pleasantries before sharing a warm hug that lingered long enough to be caught on camera. Photos and videos of the embrace quickly surfaced on social media, sparking a frenzy among fans, critics, and industry insiders. The wrestling fandom is rarely unanimous, and this instance was no exception. On one hand, many fans celebrated the reunion as a moment of forgiveness and growth. "Say what you want about Hogan, but he's an integral part of wrestling history," tweeted one fan. "Seeing Triple H bridge the gap shows maturity and respect for the industry." "Triple H hugging Hogan sends the wrong message," argued another fan. "Forgiveness is one thing, but celebrating someone with such a checkered past feels tone-deaf." The discourse extended to wrestling forums and podcasts, where the debate centered on whether WWE was prioritizing nostalgia and profits over accountability. As a man who has seen the wrestling business from every angle, wrestler, executive, and now heir apparent to Vince McMahon's empire, Triple H's actions are rarely without intention. His embrace of Hogan seemed less about absolution and more about acknowledging the complexities of the industry. In a subsequent interview, Triple H addressed the moment candidly. "Hulk Hogan is a complicated figure, no doubt about it," he said, "but he's also a cornerstone of WWE's history. You can't tell the story of this company without him. My goal isn't to rewrite history, it's to present it honestly, with all its highs and lows." That hug wasn't about forgetting the past, it was about respecting the journey. This moment also raises questions about WWE's current direction under Triple H's leadership. Since assuming creative control in 2022, he has focused on blending the company's rich history with a modern, inclusive vision for the future. Bringing back Hogan in any capacity is a calculated risk, one that could alienate some fans while solidifying WWE's legacy in others' eyes. It also highlights WWE's broader strategy of leveraging its legends. With ratings and streaming numbers at the forefront of its priorities, the company has increasingly turned to nostalgia to draw in viewers. From Stone Cold Steve Austin's surprise appearances to The Rock's electrifying cameos, WWE knows the value of its past stars. But does this come at the expense of its current roster? The reaction among WWE's active roster reportedly mirrors that of the fans. Some veterans, particularly those who grew up idolizing Hogan, viewed the moment as a powerful symbol of reconciliation. Others, particularly wrestlers of color, reportedly felt uneasy, with some questioning whether Hogan had done enough to earn redemption. One anonymous wrestler commented, "It's tough. On one hand, you respect what Hogan did for the business. On the other, his actions hurt a lot of people. It's not a simple thing to move past." As the dust settles, speculation about Hogan's role in WWE's future continues to grow. Will he take on an ambassadorial role, appear as a special guest at WrestleMania, or remain a controversial figure who only sporadically steps into the spotlight? For Triple H, the moment underscores his unique position as a bridge between wrestling's past and future. As he continues to shape WWE in his image, balancing respect for the company's history with a commitment to progress will remain one of his greatest challenges. The sight of Triple H hugging Hulk Hogan at Survivor Series is more than just a backstage moment, it's a microcosm of WWE's ongoing struggle to reconcile its storied past with its evolving present. Whether fans view it as a gesture of goodwill or a misstep, it's a reminder that professional wrestling, like life, is rarely black and white. In the end, the moment served its purpose, it got people talking. And in the world of WWE, there's no greater currency than that.